The Mikoyan MiG-31, or as NATO called it, the Foxhound, is a supersonic interceptor aircraft developed for the Soviet Air Forces by Mikoyan Design Bureau as a replacement for the earlier MiG-25 Foxbat. The MiG-31 is based on and shares design elements with the MiG-25. The MiG-31 is one of the fastest known operational combat aircraft in the world as of 2021, with a top speed of around 3,000 kilometers per hour or 1,900 miles per hour. It continues to be operated by the Russian Aerospace Forces following the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. The other operator, the Kazakh Air Defense Forces, retired the type in 2023. Or Kazakh, like Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. The Russian Defense Ministry expects the MiG-31 to remain in service until at least 2030. That was confirmed in 2020 when an announcement was made to extend the service lifetime of existing airframes from 2,500 to 3,500 hours. The single-seat MiG-25 could achieve high speed, altitude, and climb rate. However, it lacked maneuverability at interception speeds and was difficult to fly at low altitudes. The MiG-25's speed was normally limited to Mach 2.83, but it could reach a maximum speed of at least Mach 3.2 with the risk of engine damage, right? So while it could go that fast, not for very long. Not for very long at all. Development of the MiG-25's replacement began with the YE-155MP prototype, which first flew on the 16th of September, 1975. Although it bore a superficial resemblance to the MiG-25, it had a longer fuselage to accommodate the radar operator's cockpit and was in many respects a new design. An important development was the MiG-31's advanced radar, capable of both look-up and look-down, shoot-down engagement, as well as multiple target tracking. This gave the Soviet Union an interceptor with the capability to engage the most likely Western intruders, low-flying cruise missiles and bombers at long range. The MiG-31 replaced the Tu-128 as the Soviets' dedicated long-range interceptor, with far more advanced sensors and weapons, while its range is almost double that of the MiG-25. Like that of the MiG-25 predecessor, the introduction of the MiG-31 was surrounded by early speculation and misinformation concerning its design and abilities. The West learned of the new interceptor from Lieutenant Viktor Belenko, a pilot who defected to Japan in 1976 with his MiG-25P. Belenko described an upcoming super Foxbat, quote-unquote, with 2 seats and an ability to intercept cruise missiles. According to his testimony, the new interceptor was to have air intake similar to the Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-23, which the MiG-31 does not have, at least in its production variants. Serial production of the MiG-31 began in 1979. The first production batch of 519 MiG-31s, including 349 quote-unquote baseline models, was produced at the Sukhoi plant between 1976 and 1988. The second batch of 101 MiG-31DZs was produced from 1989 to 1991. The final batch of 69 MiG-31B aircraft was produced between 1990 and 1994. From the final batch, 50 were retained by the Kazakhstan Air Force after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Of the baseline models, 40 airframes were upgraded to MiG-31B's standard. Some upgrade programs have found their way into the MiG-31 fleet, like the MiG-31BM multi-role version with upgraded avionics, new multi-mode radar, hands-on throttle and stick, or HOTAS, controls, liquid crystal color multi-function displays, LCDs. Ability to carry the R-77 missile and various Russian air-to-ground missiles, such as the Kh-31 anti-radiation missile, a new, more powerful computer, and digital data links. A project to upgrade the Russian MiG-31 fleet to the MiG-31BM standard began in 2010. 100 aircraft were to be upgraded to the MiG-31BM standard by 2020. Russian Federation Defense Ministry Chief Colonel Yuri Beliko had claimed that the upgrade will increase the combat effectiveness of the aircraft several times over. 18 MiG-31BMs were delivered in 2014. The Russian military was to receive more than 130 upgraded MiG-31BMs, with the first 24 aircraft already delivered, according to Russian Deputy Defense Minister Yuri Borisov in his press briefing on the 9th of April 2015. Russia planned to start the development of a replacement for the MiG-31 by 2019. The aircraft would be called PAC-DP. Development of the new aircraft, designated MiG-41, began in April 2013. Such development is favored over restarting the MiG-31 production. In March 2014, Russian test pilot Anatoly Kvocher said that work began on a Mach 4 capable MiG-41 based on the MiG-31. Later reports stated the development of the MiG-31 replacement was to begin in 2017, with the first aircraft to be delivered in 2020, and the replacement entering service in 2025. Serial production of the MiG-31 began in 1979. The MiG-31 entered operational service with the Soviet Air Defense Forces in 1981. During the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, MiG-31 aircraft reportedly shot down several Ukrainian aircraft, mainly by using long-range R-37 air-to-air missiles. By remaining at the high speed and high altitude, MiG-31s have been able to operate virtually unopposed due to Ukrainian fighters lacking range, speed, or altitude necessary to engage the MiG-31. As of the 8th of September 2024, 3 MiG-31BMs have been visually confirmed as lost, with 2 being destroyed by Ukrainian missile strike on Belbek airfield in occupied Crimea on the 15th of May 2024, and the third crashed during takeoff on the same airfield on the 1st of October 2022, with satellite images showing clear visible wreck, with the jet having ran off the end of the runway and fell off a cliff before exploding. Yeah, this was one of the parts I wanted to go over for this reason. The R-37M has, since October 2022, been the main threat against Ukrainian Air Force. The Ukrainian Air Force has significant lack of fire-and-forget missiles. They relied on the R-27 missiles, both the R-27ER and R-27ET. The R-27ER's range is 60 miles or 97 kilometers. A Ukrainian pilot must illuminate a Russian aircraft with radar to guide the missile to the target. Russian pilots firing the active radar, fire-and-forget R-77, give them the ability to launch their missiles and then take evasive action. Ukrainian pilots were forced to, quote, exploit ground clutter and terrain masking to get close enough to fire before being engaged, end quote. During the first 3 days of the war, both sides lost aircraft. Ukrainians replaced them with older airframes that were made flyable, and the Russian aerospace forces turned to the MiG-31 with the R-37M missile that had a range of 200 miles or 320 kilometers. Combined with the superior radar on the MiG-31, the Ukrainian Air Force has started losing more aircraft. A report by the Royal United Services Institute states that in October, some 6 R-37Ms were being fired at Ukrainian Air Force a day. 4 MiG-31s were also deployed to Crimea. To avoid R-37M missiles, Ukraine has had to attempt to destroy more MiG-31s while they are still on the ground, such as the attack on Belbek Air Base and attempted drone attack in August. On the early morning of the 4th of May, 2023, a Kh-47M2 Kinzhal missile was intercepted by the Patriot air defense system, according to the commander of the Ukrainian Air Force, General Mykola Oleshchuk. The missile was fired from a MiG-31K in Russian airspace. Ukraine confirmed the intercept, saying it used the Patriot missile system protecting the Kiev region. On the 15th of May 2024, Russian-installed officials in Crimea claimed that the missile attack caused explosions and fires near the Belbek airfield. Some missiles, possibly ATACMS, struck dropping cluster munitions on the airfield. And according to photographic evidence, the satellite imagery, at least 2 Russian ground-based air defense systems destroyed, likely destroying 2 MiG-31s, destroyed a fuel farm, and damaged 1 Su-27. On the morning of 16th of May 2023, some 6 Kh-47M2 Kinzhal missiles were fired at Kiev. Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson said that they were launched from 6 MiG-31Ks. Ukraine claims that all Kinzhals were intercepted, but one may have damaged a Patriot battery launcher, according to U.S. officials, although there is limited evidence. So, just throwing that out there. Russia has the ability to just kind of strike them and not have to worry about the repercussions, at least for their MiGs, right? The MiG-31, because it's just so damn high and so damn fast that it's like, yep, can't touch this. Oh. And a little bit on exporting the aircraft. In 1992, Russia offered a MiG-31 to Finland, of all places, which had a selection program ongoing for a new fighter. But the offer was not submitted to the program, where Russia had submitted the MiG-29. Finland did not accept the offer. Russia got turned down, chose a new fighter from the selection program. Syria ordered 8 MiG-31E aircraft in 2007 for the Syrian Air Force. The order was suspended in May 2009, reportedly either due to Israeli pressure or the lack of Syrian funds, probably a combination of the two if I had to go ahead and guess.